Hi guys, so I have some stuff from e.l.f. that I ordered very recently, and I thought I would give you some mini reviews on these products. Some of them are a little bit older, but I thought it'd be worth just mentioning it to you guys. So let's get into this video. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This I've noticed a couple of people talk about. I think I noticed that Taylor and Tatty mentioned this, and that Taylor hit the nail on the head. This is a super dupe for the Tatcha primer. It is exactly the same consistency, it does exactly the same job, and it is so much cheaper, and you don't have to pay customs. I will say this is a little bit more expensive than some of e.l.f.'s products. Like, e.l.f. is getting a little bit more expensive. Like, I remember when a lot of their stuff used to be £3 to £5, and now this is like £8. I will say this will last you a while, so I'm not complaining. I'm just mentioning that e.l.f. is getting a little bit expensive. I mean, some of their palettes are like £14 now. So it's just something to keep in mind, because e.l.f. used to be seriously affordable, like £2 to £3 sort of range, and now they're just like, their quality is insane. I'm not gonna take that away from them. I just want you to keep that in mind. But this is a really good primer for anyone that likes pore filling primers. Okay, so next I want to talk about the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. And look how sleek this packaging is. Like, it's super black and sleek. I really like it. I will say that the spoolie on this is actually kind of good. Brow spoolies can be kind of crap, and this brushes through the hairs really nicely, and doesn't just push them around. And then the applicator itself, I have obviously rounded mine down a little bit. It was like super sharp. It is a little bit rough, and I don't think this is the perfect shade for me. This is in brunette, and it just seems a little bit warm for me. I think I would have liked like a darker shade like I have here, but I used a brow powder that I will be showing you in a minute. But this is a super good brow pencil. If like, it definitely does the job. It creates brow hairs, it fills in your brows. It's not my favourite. My favourite is still the Colourpop one. I love the Colourpop one. It's super creamy. It's super fine. If you want an alternative, this one's pretty good. Okay, so something I got for free was the e.l.f. Stardust Glitter Eyeliner. And it is in the shade Pink Opal. So I tried one of these before, and I wasn't wowed by it, because they are just glitter eyeliners. Can you see, like, I feel like for New Year's this could be really pretty just to like put on the inner corners or the inner part of your eye, because it's got like this pink reflect to it. Like I said, I haven't really used this yet, but I have used other shades. They just can be, for me personally, just a little bit patchy, but I found exactly the same problem with the heavy metal liners from Urban Decay, so these are a good dupe for those. Something else I got for free, because I spent over a certain amount, and they actually, rather than put in a code now, it just does it for you, so you don't have to remember. So I think maybe people are forgetting. This is the e.l.f. Targeted Natural Glow Stick, and this is just a highlighting stick. This is a cream product. You get a decent amount in here. I don't understand why they give you so much bullet. I mean, this definitely doesn't go all the way down to the bottom, so I'm not really sure why they give you such a long bullet for this, but there we go. But this is actually really pretty for a cream highlight. Like, look at that. That is a cream highlight I got for free. So this is in the shade Pink Pearl Glow. I don't think it has too much pink to it. It's actually quite like silvery white, but it's really pretty. And for no makeup days, I would just sort of shove this on and be like pretty good to go. I'm actually going to take a little bit on my finger, and I'm going to put some on my brow bone, because I didn't do a brow bone highlight today. So it just gives you like a really nice sheen. I don't know if you can tell that on camera on my brow bone. Just a really natural highlight if you want something like that. Very excited about this. Something I wasn't so excited about. I was excited about this when I ordered it, but I'm not so excited about it now. I ordered something called the Intense Highlighter Applicator, but what came, and I'm guessing they changed the name to or something, is the Intense Highlighter Sponge. I was expecting this to be similar to my Colourpop Small Fluff Brush, or my like Anastasia Beverly Hills A23, or something like that. or my Japanesque 173 brush, something like that. But what came is a sponge. And if I'm honest, putting highlight on with sponge, unless I'm dabbing it, I am not going to be sweeping this across my face. I know that this is just going to take off anything I have underneath. This will just peel away at my foundation. So I've got this like great base down, and this will just completely ruin it. So I have yet to use this because if I'm honest, I'm kind of scared. I don't know what this is good for. I don't recommend buying. Okay, so 3 more products. I wanted to mention the Endless Eyes Shadow Brow and Liner palette. If I'm honest, I probably wouldn't use this for liner because there's no black in here. These are all powders and you can use them for eyeshadows or brow powders or things like that. I used this for my brows today. I used these 2 shades here to fill in my brows, and then I just used the Colourpop Brow Boss Tinted Brow Gel just to make my eyebrows a little bit more fluffy. I also use this as eyeshadow. So the crease shade you see in there is some of these shades. I have this one smoked on the outer corner. And I will say the deeper shades don't blend great as eyeshadow. This is a really nice bright shade if you just want to brighten up the inner corners or something like that. But they are really nice for my brows. I have used this a couple of times. I really like the packaging of this. It's like really sleek. There's just something about like the outer edge that I really like for some reason. This is £14.50, so I've been tempted to buy this for a long time and I finally bit the bullet and bought it, and I really do like it. I've been wanting to get myself into brow powders, but I didn't know what shade to get, so if you're new to makeup, I would definitely say this is probably a really good one if you like matte shades. Matte shades are super flattering on all eye shapes, skin tones. I don't know how well this would work on deeper skin tones, but lighter skin tones this would definitely work. This would also be really good as a brow bone highlight, like a matte brow bone highlight. So yeah, I think this is a really good palette. Like I said, dark shades could blend a little bit better, but I can get around it. Okay, so something else that I picked up, there was like a jelly highlight. I was so tempted because I know that it's a dupe for the Fossili one. I know I'm just not going to use it, so I didn't bother. But I did pick up a different highlighter. So this is the e.l.f. Glow Coconut Golden Highlighter. I thought this was a powder. It's not. It's a cream. But it's really, really pretty. Like, it's a tiny bit glittery, I will admit. But you can see the colour there. It's very yellow gold. So I'm not sure how well it's going to work on my skin type. I did use it as a highlighter the other day. It's not my favourite, I'll be honest, it's not my favourite, but it is a nice everyday kind of highlight. I do think you'll probably have to build this up to get it like blinding. There's just something about the packaging as well that I find really satisfying. And it really does smell like coconut. So if you want a coconut highlight, here you go. The last thing that I got, which was another free item, is the e.l.f. Plumping Gloss. I've been wanting to try the plumping glosses for a while, but I already had 2 glosses, so I didn't see the point. But this is in the shade Pink Cosmo. It does have vitamin E and coconut oil to help hydrate the lips. And it has one of the sort of slanted applicators. It does get a decent amount of product on there. And this is the shade. It's very, very pink. It kind of reminds me of the White Russian lip gloss by Buxom, which is also a plumping lip gloss, by the way. But this is just a really pretty lip gloss. I've used this a couple of times, again, on no makeup days. It does plump them a little bit. You can feel it working. It doesn't really hurt. It just sort of tingles a tiny bit. So if you like plumping lip glosses, but you don't like the burn, then this might be a nice one to try. Very affordable. Okay, so that is everything for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you feel like it. I will be having my last review on some products I've been trying, so please subscribe if you want to see that. I do have Twitter as well, where I post letting you guys know about video ideas that I have, and I also do polls on there, so you guys can choose what you prefer to see. My neighbour won't stop drilling now, so I'm going to go, and I will speak to you all very soon in the next video. Bye!